Finnemore Souvenir Programme.
Hey, how'd you find it?
Well, you know, not too bad. I answered all the questions anyway. How about you?
Yeah, all right. I guess the last one a bit, but basically all right. What did you put for question 2?
Oh, the coefficient of friction one. Well, I tried resolving the forces vertically, and I got something like W equals 0.2 T over X to the power of 10, but I think I should have substituted for T and solved for X. What did you put?
6.
6?
Yeah.
6 what?
Just 6. Just the number 6.
Right, okay. What was you thinking there?
Well, my thinking was that the answer was 6. I can't exactly remember why now, but I definitely thought that. Why, are you fairly sure about your thingy with the vertical thing?
Well, I don't know for sure. Well, let's ask Lizzie. Lizzie?
Yeah?
Yeah, what did you put for question 2?
Question 2? Let me think. Yeah, I did a drawing of a sea lion.
Did you?
Yeah, sea lion in a little hat. Why? What did you put?
Well, we put different things, but not a sea lion in a little hat. You're sure it wasn't about the coefficient of friction between a cone and a plane?
Would the answer to that be a sea lion in a little hat?
Probably not.
Then I don't think so. But let's ask Steve. Steve?
Yeah?
Question 2, what did you put?
Question 2, a sea lion in a hat.
A little hat?
Well, medium-sized.
Yeah, but small for the sea
Oh,
lion.
yeah.
But you see, I put quite a complicated value for W in terms of T and X, and Luke here put 6.
Yeah, on the hat.
What?
Well, sorry, I took drawing a sea lion in a hat for granted. I thought you meant what number did I put on the hat?
Yeah, 6 on the hat, that's right.
But none of this makes any sense. Unless... Oh.
What?
Well, unless this is all a dream, and I'm not sitting exams at all. In fact, I'm 43 now. And I'm just worried because I've got that presentation to do tomorrow, and I haven't really prepared.
No, this is real.
Yeah.
Can't believe you didn't put a sea lion in a hat.
So, hello, here we are. Welcome to the Tajikistan Hilton, Snow Leopard Central, we hope. 1 cave, 2 men, 2 sleeping bags, 1 camera. Well, 2 counting this one. All we need now is a big white pussycat. And here we have the good doctor, Dr. Jonathan Culliford of Oxford University, no less.
Hello.
Who I first had the pleasure to meet, 5 hours ago?
About that, yes. Still, plenty of time now to get to know each other.
Aye, 6 months of it. We'll know each other better than their own wives do by then.
Yes. Actually, I'm not married.
Oh, there we are. That's the sort of thing we'll find out. So, for now, from Leopard Villas, goodbye.
Well, it's rather nice in a way, isn't it? I had no radio, no TV, nothing to do all day but watch those mountains and talk to one another.
True enough.
So, for instance, how did you first become fascinated with the snow leopard?
What, me? Oh, the beasties leave me cold, I'm afraid. But, you know, for a cameraman, a big wildlife doco is about the best gig you can get. But why are you a big leopard guy, are you?
Well, yes, I suppose so. I spent more or less my whole life studying them, so yes.
All right, well, I admire that.
Oh, and I admire you, too.
Oh, right, a little mutual appreciation society we've got.
Yes.
So, what's your club?
Oh, well, the Explorers Club, actually. Not that I consider myself an explorer, you understand, but...
No, your club. Which club do you follow?
Oh, God, yes, I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't really follow football.
All right.
Yeah, but cricket, though. Big cricket fan. I don't suppose you...
Not so much, no. Do you like cooking?
Not really. Sailing.
No. Poker?
Afraid not.
Right. Okay, then. 6 months, yeah. Look, a snow leopard.
No, where?
Not really.
Here we go, sir. Is 1 key enough? I can cut you second for half the price.
No, 1's enough, thanks. Oh, before I go.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, I've always wondered. Why do you guys always sell trophies?
Oh, these?
Yeah, I mean, what is it about keys and trophies that go together? I mean, it's not like you use the same machine or anything, is it?
No. But, take you, for instance, sir.
Yeah?
Well, I bet you've been meaning to get that key cut for a while, haven't you?
Yeah, I have actually. How did you know?
Oh, it's the same for everyone, sir. It's never an urgent job. It just nags away at you. Only you kept forgetting, or you didn't have time.
That's right, yeah.
And that little job sat at the back of your mind. You barely noticed it, but there it was. Another way in which you were inefficient and disorganised, not a proper grown-up.
Exactly, yeah.
But today, sir, you've done it. You've done that job. Well done, sir. Very well done.
Oh. Thank you.
Well done. Maybe you should get yourself a trophy.
Sorry, what?
Just a little one. I got around to it.
I don't think so.
Are you sure, sir? You have done really well today. Don't you think you owe yourself a little trophy?
Yeah, not really. I mean, well, it's not the same if you buy it for yourself, is it?
Oh, that's a funny thing, sir. It is. Exactly the same. You earned it. Now you've got it. Who cares who gave it to you? The important thing is you did really, really well, and you've got a trophy.
All right, I'll take it.
Good for you, sir. That'll be 12 quid. And now, let me present you with your trophy. Well done, sir. Oh, well done.
That was nice. I like that.
I thought you would, sir. Do you know what? I bet there's a few more of these you qualify for. I finally learnt my internet banking ID, and now I don't have to keep looking it up. I was going to buy a packet of crisps, then I didn't. I'm of above average height.
Go on then. I'll take them all.
Good choice, sir. Well done.
My lords and ladies of the Admiralty, Able Seaman Johnson is therefore charged with being intoxicated whilst on duty, conduct unbecoming of a member of Her Majesty's Armed Forces, and the use of a foghorn for purposes not sanctioned in standing orders.
How do you plead?
Guilty, ma'am.
Very well. Gentlemen, your views.
Well, given that it is a first offence, I incline towards clemency. I recommend we merely suspend him from active duty without pay for 3 months.
Very well. And you?
Well, I take a rather different view. I think we should put him in a longboat till he's sober.
I'm sorry?
Put him in a longboat till he's sober.
No, I
Put him in a longboat till he's sober, early in the morning.
What is a longboat?
Oh, well, like one of our normal boats, but longer.
Do we even have such a boat?
Well, there's the HMS Ocean, 667 feet. That's quite long.
My lord, the HMS Ocean is not a boat.
Really? It's definitely boat-shaped. Anyway, any longboat would do. My central point is simply that we should put him in one till he's sober, early in the morning.
Why?
I don't really know. It's a gut instinct. I just think there's something about the length of the boat and the earliness of the morning that will, really make him think about what he's done. And, of course, by the end of it, he'll be sober.
With respect, sir, the prisoner has been in charge for 3 weeks. He's pretty sober already.
Oh, is he? Oh, well, why didn't you say so? In that case, I think our course is clear.
Do you?
Absolutely. It is my firm and considered opinion. It's our duty as admirals of the Royal Navy to shave his belly with a rusty razor. Let me finish. Shave his belly with a rusty razor. Shave his belly with a rusty razor. Early in the morning.
And what in the world do you think that will achieve?
Well, number one, a smoother belly.
Can I just say, I would prefer the longboat.
You see, he thinks the longboat's a good idea.
All right. I've heard enough. Able Seaman Johnson, you will be suspended from active service for a duration of not less than 3 months, during which time you will be required to attend regular sessions in managing your relationship with alcohol.
Spoil spot.
Yes, well, you were being very silly.
But, these sessions, what time will they be?
I don't know. What does it matter?
Early in the morning?
Oh, very well. Regular sessions in alcohol management, early in the morning. That concludes this session. The court will now rise.
Hooray!
And up she rises.
Early in the morning. Seen any yet?
Any what?
Any snow leopards?
No. I would definitely tell you if I saw one.
I know, just my little joke.
Yes.
Oh, I know. I can't believe I didn't think of it before. Wine. I bet you know all about wine. See, I know a wee bit myself. Pal of mine runs a vineyard in Australia. He's told me all about your tannins and your terroirs. No?
Sorry.
You don't like it or just don't know about it? Because I could teach you, maybe.
Teetotal.
All right.
Sorry. Chess?
No. Fishing?
No. Art?
No. Ah, got it. What do you drive?
You're not going to like this.
Oh, right. Prius or something. Is it big old Volvo?
Yeah, it's worse. I actually don't have a car, just a bike.
A bike? I love bikes. What you got?
Oh, terrific. Well, look, I've got two, actually. I've got a fairly ordinary Trek for road cycling, but I also ride a Cervelo frame on fulcrum wheels, and you were probably talking about motorbikes, yes? Yeah, and you don't have a pedal bike.
My daughter's got one.
Oh, yes, and do you know what sort?
I think it's called a glitter bug. She's 8.
Right.
Any kids yourself?
No, gay, actually.
Oh, right. My sister's gay.
Oh, yes. How's she finding it?
Fine.
Good. And our next question, please.
How should we deal with that incredibly complex thing that everybody wants solved, but all the possible solutions to which make some people very angry?
Philip Sutton, Shadow Minister for Shipping and Shopping.
Well, our stance on this is very clear. We want to see a national debate on the subject.
A national debate.
Absolutely. This is a pressing question, and the people should really buckle down to sorting it out. Everyone should stop what they're doing, turn to the person next to them, and just argue the hell out of it until the answer becomes clear.
But isn't that what the people elect politicians to do?
No. They elect us to tell them when the national debate begins. And it begins when I say go. Go.
Anne McAllister, third-party spokesman for Things That Face West.
Well, I'm sorry, but I think it's high time we did something about this issue, specifically argued about it. What we need is a national debate.
Yeah, I said that already.
No, I mean a proper national debate. Everyone in Britain needs to compare diaries, find a day we can all do, then meet up, perhaps somewhere conveniently near the middle, like Nottingham, get round one really big table, and thrash this thing out.
Yeah, but how can we thrash it out when the various camps are so intractably opposed?
That's exactly the sort of tough question the general public should be asking each other.
But I'm asking you it now.
I don't want to interrupt the national debate.
Right. Well, let me turn now to Mark Gillard, the Minister of Sound.
Well, government is about leadership, and frankly, the time for a national debate on this issue is past. That's why I'm immediately going to set up a citizens' jury.
Right, weighing evidence and arguments presented to them by experts in the field.
Good Lord, no. No. The British public is rightly suspicious of so-called experts.
And by so-called experts, you mean?
I mean experts. Oh, all experts are so-called by the people who call them so. No, I put my hand on my heart and promise that there will be no one on this jury who knows the first thing about what they're talking about.
Then why ask them?
Because they're the people.
The public.
They're taxpayers. Some of them are even parents.
They have reserves of wisdom and political insight we mere professional politicians cannot hope to understand.
So you wouldn't be allowed to serve on this jury, then?
Absolutely not. No politicians, journalists, economists, scientists, just people.
Are politicians ducking their responsibilities by appealing to the people at every opportunity rather than doing the job they were elected to do?
Well,
I'm not talking to you. Tell us what you think. We'd love to hear from you. Write to us at the usual address, or phone our letter line, or email us, or post an entry on our blog, or just stick your head out of the window and shout. Whatever you think, or even if you don't, let us know.
Cavendish Square, 4th of October, 1885. Sir, although it is evident we are men of widely differing tastes and habits, circumstances ordain that we must share these chambers. Let us at least do so in civil fashion. Therefore, sir, I insist upon your cooperation in the following matters. You are most welcome to read my books, but pray replace the volumes after perusal, rather than leaving them harum scarum about the chamber. My scientific apparatus is both delicate and costly, and you must regard it as entirely without your bounds. And foodstuffs, sir, are not to be consumed, and certainly not to be smeared upon the fixtures and fittings. There are sundry other matters I would wish to raise, but these are the most compelling. Yours sincerely, Dr. Henry Jekyll.
Dear Dr. Fatass, go stick your head in a pig. I will do what I like, and if you don't like it, that is good, because I do not like you. I have smashed up all your science stuff, and if you buy more science stuff, I will smash that too. I hope you do, because I like smashing. I am a smasher. Love and kisses, Edward Hyde.
Sir, this is wanton vandalism. I bitterly regret that our circumstances make it impractical for me to present you a bill for the damage. And the sketches you have scrawled on the fly leaves of my encyclopedia are not merely in the worst possible taste, but anatomically extremely implausible. If you will not respect our home, you will please at least respect our body. We both have to live in it, you realize, and as a lifelong member of the Temperance Society, I deeply resent getting your hangovers. H. Jekyll.
You walrus face, sod off. I will do what I like with our body. It should just be my body anyway. I look amazing in it. You make it look stupid and fat. And don't tell me what to do. If I want to have fun, I will have fun. And I do want to have fun because fun is fun. Oh, I've had an idea. And because I've had it, I will do it because that's what I'm like, Ed. You've shaved our moustache off. I can't believe you shaved our moustache off.
Also, you killed that costermonger. You go too far this time, sir. You believe I have no sanctions against you, but I have locked myself in my room. And I have before me a quart of bad Rhenish wine. Prepare, sir, to sample your own medicine, H.J.
Call that a drink? I drink drinks like that before I start drinking. Give it up, Dr. Stupidhead. There's nothing you can do to stop me, so don't even try. Now I'm going to wee in your hat.
Sir, I present the compliments of my learned colleague, Dr. Stanford Harrison. Dr. Harrison is a pioneer of new surgical advances in the procedure known as vasectomy. The word may be new to you. Allow me to explain it by means of the following emendation to one of your own drawings. Don't think I won't do it. H.
Dear Dr. Jekyll, I hope you like the new science stuff I have bought you. I think it is nicer than what I did smash. I am very sorry about the smashing. I hope you will regrow our lovely moustache. It suits us, especially you. Yours, respectfully, and very sorry, like I said, Edward Hyde.
That's better, H.
But is it all right if I still kill costermonger?
All right, but no more than one a month, and you dispose of the body. Okay. I want you to listen very carefully and tell me if I've got this right. You're angry about what you think I said, about what you said, about what you thought I said, but we now both agree I didn't say, about what you thought I thought you thought about what I did when you did what you did, when I didn't do what you thought I said I would do, but what I thought I said I would try to do. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so. Well, I didn't say that.
Yes, you did. You said you couldn't believe I said what I said about what I thought you said, but which we do agree you didn't say, because you thought I said what I said, not because you didn't do what you said you'd do, but because you said you'd do it. And that makes me feel that you feel that I feel that you don't feel what I feel.
You know I feel you feel I feel what you feel.
Yes, but I don't feel you know I know that, and that's why I said what I said.
What did you say?
That sometimes I think you're a little over-analytical.
Bollocks. Please.
What?
Just, sorry, but please don't sing that anymore.
Right, fine. So, if we ever see any, you'll be doing the voiceover for this, will you?
Oh, no, gosh, no. No, David Attenborough will.
Oh, of course. I suppose you're a big fan of his, are you?
Yes, of course. Why, are you not?
Oh, no, I am. Of course I am. Everyone loves Attenborough, don't they?
Oh, yes, they do, yes. He's achieved so much.
Aye?
Although...
Aye?
Well, personally speaking, I've never quite understood why he still voices shows now he's retired from field work.
Aye, exactly. It should be you.
Not me.
Of course it should be you. You're the one actually out here freezing your nudges off waiting for his precious snow leopard. Where's he?
Home in bed, I should think.
Exactly. Well, I mean, we could send him any old thing. He'd never know. Tell you what we should do. We should just get ourselves an ordinary leopard and Tipex him. Yes.
Or we could find an albino serval and do potato prints on him.
Well, we should just not send him any footage. Tell him he can only talk over stuff he's filmed himself.
Yes. Here in Surrey, I can see out of the window the breathtaking sight of, probably a starling or something. It's gone now.
Meanwhile, we've captured rare footage of the awesome sight of my cat licking his ass.
It's by evolving strategies like these that the humble domestic feline has, over the millennia, managed to keep his arse so clean.
And his breath so bad.
Leopards!
Yeah, I'm sure.
No, really, leopards! Oh, God! Quick, get your gun! Quick!
Okay. I'm here. Where is it? How's it gone?
Yeah.
Well, that's a pity.
Well, since you asked me for a tale of mystery, there is one queer incident that may intrigue you. It was a drear November night, and I was at home in my rooms, whittling. I am a dedicated whittler, and it is my proud boast that given any wooden object, I can turn it into something smaller and pointier. At present, I was engaged on making a replica of the Queen Mary, the ship, from a larger replica of the Queen Mary, the Queen. I was just getting to the fiddly bit of converting the forehead into a forecastle when the telephone rang. I answered it and heard the unexpected voice of my old friend, Henry Quoop.
I say, Finnemore.
Said he. I told you he had an unexpected voice.
You're by way of being a connoisseur of the strange and unexplained, aren't you?
Indeed I am, I acknowledge, stroking the three-headed cat which lay on my knee. Purring, yawning, and doing a crossword.
Well then, I wish you'd look in on us down at Quoop Manor. Something rather rummy's happened, and I think there's something fishy about it.
That was enough for me. I love fishy, rummy things. My dinner parties are famed for my turbot Bacardi. I leapt into my two-seater, and in no time at all, there I was, in my two-seater. In some time at all, however, I arrived at Quoop Manor. I was met in the stately entrance hall by the butler, Gardner.
You will find the young master in the drawing room.
He intoned, thereby ruining a perfectly good game of hide-and-seek.
Ah, there you are, Finnemore.
Said Quoop as I helped him out of the grandfather clock.
I don't believe you've met my sister, Charlotte.
I looked at her. She had sharp, intelligent eyes set in a sharp, intelligent face.
Hello, Mr. Strangeman.
All in front of a blunt, stupid brain. Charmed to meet you, said I, making a small bow and pocketing it to add to the Queen Mary later. Now then, Quoop, what's this rum business of yours?
Daddy gone a bye-bye.
My sister is quite correct,
said Quoop.
Father has gone a bye-bye. 3 days ago, he went into the little cottage he built himself to practice the accordion in, and no one's seen him since.
Suddenly, a ghastly noise rent the air. It was my cat, who wanted, reading from right to left, feeding, stroking, and a 9-letter word for unachievable. Quoop rang the bell for the maid, who was too short to reach it. I took the opportunity to question her. So, Alice, no one's been in the cottage since Sir Samuel disappeared?
Oh, no, sir. Only Sir Samuel has the key, which he keeps at all times in a lead-lined safe, to which only he has the key, which he swallows every morning.
And every evening?
I try not to speculate, sir.
There was nothing for it but to break into the cottage. Inside was one bare room. The door had been locked from the inside. The windows were barred, locked from the inside, didn't open, and were made of brick. All the books were chained to the shelf, save one. Open on the table at a page entitled How to Secure a Room from the Inside. All the boxes had been ticked. Even the pen used to make the ticks was one of those ones on a little chain you get in banks. Oh, and Sir Samuel was there. Strangled with his own accordion. Questions whirled through my mind. Who had killed him? How had they killed him? Why had they killed him? Had they killed him? And if not, who had killed him?
To be continued. Immediately.
One thing at least is clear, I thought the household, when they assembled that evening in the denouement parlour. Sir Samuel was murdered.
Impossible.
Cried the maid. What is impossible, Alice?
A 9-letter word for unachievable. It just came.
A third of my cat heard her thanks. Who furrowed his brow?
I hate to say it, old man, but perhaps you should be talking to the butler. He's never held a job for longer than 3 months before he came here.
Is this true, Gardner? I asked.
Regrettably so.
And why was that?
I couldn't say, sir.
Come, this is no time to play the innocent.
No, that was the reason. I couldn't say, sir. I had a lisp.
And how did you get rid of it?
Sir Samuel's sister Susan, sir, solicitously seeking to assist, sent me to see Sir Simon Sisson, the celebrated speech therapist. Sorry, therapist.
I see. Who, then, was the murderer? The victim's son, my old friend? His daughter, the half-wit? His butler with the painful piquet? Or his maid? The maid? Or was there someone else? Someone I hadn't dreamt of suspecting up to now, but who had been staring me in the face the whole time? I checked and there wasn't. So I went with the maid.
Curse you, Finnemore.
Cried the maid, her face a mask of fury.
Yes, I did it. And you found me out with your devilish detective trick of asking if it was me.
Charlotte looked puzzled.
Well, how naughty bad maid you go kill Daddy with cottage all Loctite snugglewug?
What?
How did she get into the cottage?
Aha! She didn't. You told me, Coop, that your father built the cottage himself. What I foolishly forgot to ask you was, when?
Why, I don't know. Just before he went into it, I suppose. It certainly wasn't here last week.
Precisely. The fact is, Sir Samuel didn't build that cottage. The maid strangled him and built a locked cottage around the body. It's the second oldest trick in the book, just after got your nose. Later that evening, Coop and I sat on the terrace smoking our cigars and watching as the butler hanged the maid.
Oh, jolly good work, Finnemore. But I still don't understand how you knew it was her.
Well, it has been well said that every master criminal, however brilliant, makes one crucial mistake. She was no exception to the rule.
What was her mistake?
Impossible is not a 9-letter word. Good night.
John Finnemore's Souvenir programme was written by and starred John Finnemore, with Simon Kane, Carrie Quinlan and Lawry Lewin. The producer was Ed Morrish. If you've been affected by any of the issues in tonight's show, I'd be astonished.
This is John Finnemore's Souvenir programme. Hello, Rome HQ, working for a Roman tomorrow.
Hello, Romulus, dear. Is that you?
Oh, hi, Mum. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. How are you?
Pretty busy with, Rome. I mean, it's fairly well established now, but what we're finding is that that's when the real work begins.
That's wonderful. We're all so proud of you, Romulus, especially your brother.
Remus? I don't think so.
Of course he is. It's just hard for him, with Rome such a success. He always feels like he's in your shadow. In fact, that's what I'm calling about. I want you to give Remus a hand.
A hand with what?
You know what.
Oh, Mum. Is this about Reem?
Again yesterday. It's a really good idea for a city. He just needs a little leg up.
Mum, Reem is never going to happen. It's a fantasy.
Well, not without some help, no.
Not under any circumstances. If he wanted a city, he should have started when I did. But he was too busy bumming around Illyria, playing his lute. I'm sorry, but it's too late now. Rome wasn't built...
Yes, so you always say. I'm not asking you to do it for him. All I'm asking is for you to have a word in a few ears.
But, Mum, it's a terrible idea for a city. I mean, huge parts of it are just ripped off from Rome anyway. And the bits he's changed he's made worse. It's not going to be a better city because it's built on 8 hills. It's not how it works.
Well, then help him. Show him where he's gone wrong.
Don't listen to me. He thinks I'm an evil corporate sellout just because I put in prisons and banks. I'm sorry, but try running a city without them. If you actually want to make a city work, you've got to serve your inhabitants. When in Rome...
Yes, I know.
help him at all.
Oh, don't make it sound like that, Mum. I would help him, but it'll never work. If only because all the infrastructure's been set up for Rome now. There's no room for Ream.
Why not?
Well, for a start, all roads lead...
I see. Well, Romy, I've listened to your objections, and I do understand, but I'm putting my foot down. I want you to do whatever you need to do to help your brother make Ream happen. Do I make myself clear?
Why should I?
Because I'm your mother.
And if I don't?
Well, then I'll just have to tear you to pieces with my mighty she-wolf jaws.
You're not my real mum.
I heard that.
Absolute quiet now, please. Oh. Transcendent spirits of the world beyond worlds, I come open-handed and in peace. Is there anybody there?
Yes, there is. Hello. I'm the late Marcus Trent. Could you put me through to my daughter, please?
Is there anybody there?
Yes, hello. Marcus Trent for Jennifer Wilkinson, seat D8.
Ah, someone is trying to make contact. Speak to us. Oh, spirits, what is your name?
I told you my name, Marcus Charles Trent, lately of 19...
I'm getting the letter W.
What? Where from?
W or possibly V. Definitely the second half of the alphabet.
No, M. Marcus, what's the matter with you?
To whom do you wish to speak, oh spirit?
To whom? Jenny, please.
I'm getting a J.
Yes, a J and an E, 2 N's and a Y. Jenny.
Or it might be a G.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Is there a J or a G in the room?
My name's Jenny.
Oh, well done. Give the girl a prize. Jennifer, over here.
Yes, he's saying Jenny. He's nodding and smiling.
Well, 1 out of 3.
Okay, can we get Jenny a mic? Now, you've had a bereavement recently, haven't you, Jenny?
Yes, my father, Marcus.
Marcus, yes. M. From the second half of the alphabet.
It's not even. It's 13th letter. It's first half.
Marcus, do you have a message for Jenny?
Well, obviously I do. Jenny, stop selling my books on eBay or Ninny. There's some extremely valuable first editions there. If you must sell them...
He wants you to know he's very happy.
Oh, you keep out of this.
And he says when you look up at the stars, look for the brightest one, and that's where he'll be. Smiling down on you.
Thank you.
Really? Is that what I said? Is it? And how come I can suddenly speak in paragraphs when a minute ago I was picking Scrabble tiles out of a bag? You're a fraud, aren't you? You're a nasty little cheat.
He's growing fainter now.
Charlatan! I bought you for this, but you wouldn't even notice.
Oh, but there's one more thing.
Don't forget to kiss the ickle nosy of every kitten you ever do see.
Something about books. He's saying, don't sell his books on eBay.
Oh.
He's saying, it's a waste of time. They're only cheap book club editions. They're worthless.
What?
He's saying you might as well give them to Oxfam or... Oh, no, that is embarrassing.
What?
Yes, what?
Well, he knows I like old books.
Oh, well, if you'd like.
No!
No, I couldn't possibly.
No, you couldn't possibly.
No, take them. It's the least I can do after you reunited us.
Well, that's very generous of you. Thank you. And yes, your father is smiling and he's chuckling as he fades.
You sneaky little sot!
Goodbye, Marcus. Rest in peace.
My name is Joe, and I work here in the zoo. Head keeper of small mammals here since 1992. For years I've loved my job here, for years it's all been fine, till something started happening in round about 09. So I'm asking you directly, for the sake of my composure, if there's one thing you could bear in mind when you get to my enclosure. When you see a meerkat, don't say simples. When you see a meerkat, don't say simples. I know it was funny when it first entered your brain, but not when you hear it again and again and again. Good
joke and it's greatly to your credit, but you're not quite the first who said it, and between you and me, it's driving me slightly insane. When you see a meerkat, don't say simples. When you see a meerkat, don't say simples. No matter how flawless your Russian accent, it squeak. I fear that your comedy brainwave is not quite unique. Many others compare the meerkat. I keep the score on this old beer. Matt is 30 this morning and 107 this week. So when you see a meerkat, don't say simples. It's a good joke, but it brings me out in pimples.
Excuse me, may I join you?
By all means.
In the old days, there would have been need for some ludicrous passphrase, perhaps.
I doubt it. We never went in for those as much as was thought. Mr. Avdale.
Mr. Fennick, a great pleasure at last.
Indeed. I often used to wonder about this day, you know, whether, once the great game had been played out, the players would have the opportunity to shake hands across the board.
And congratulate ourselves, perhaps, that the deadliest pieces were never played. The RBSs.
Trident.
The ICBMs.
The Thompson Pulse.
I beg your pardon?
The Thompson Pulse.
What is that?
Come, Dmitri. You and I are too old to dance.
I really have no idea what you mean.
Well, no doubt you rechristened your version. I'm speaking, as well you know, of the vast, undetectable electromagnetic pulse that, whilst harmless to humans, would have reduced all metal within a radius of 1,000 kilometers to the consistency of butter.
My goodness, that sounds great. You should have used it.
We couldn't. You'd have used yours.
Honestly, Julian, we didn't have one.
But you must have done. And Baldwin must have given it to you.
Well, Baldwin was one of yours.
Yes, but then you turned him.
Yes, but then you turned him back.
Yes, but then you turned him back from being turned back.
No, we left him as he was.
No. Look, I have it written down. Let me see. Yes, here we are. Baldwin was ours, then yours, then ours again, but pretending to be yours. Oh. I forgot he was only pretending.
Yes.
So we could have used the Thompson Pulse at any time, without retaliation.
Yes. When did you develop it?
1957.
That would have been a much shorter game.
Yes. Oh, dear. I wish I hadn't come now.
You here for a pampering?
That's right, yeah. A whole pamper session.
Lovely. We all need a pamper from time to time, don't we?
Oh, I love a pamper. I got here at 10 and I'm being pampered more or less relentlessly until lunch.
Lovely. But you should do what I do. I come for a pampering day.
Lovely.
It is lovely. It's basically a whole day of being pampered. You're pampered in the morning, pampered in the afternoon, then there's a short break from the pampering for dinner, then it's pamper all evening till bed.
I'm on a pampering weekend.
Lovely.
It is lovely. There's 3 days of pure pamperment with teams of dedicated pampers working in relays, so there's never a moment when the pampering abates. From when the first slice of toast is pampered into your mouth until you're finally pampered into bed, where a special pampering duvet from Japan actually pampers you as you sleep.
Lovely.
Well, I'm in the perpetual pamperment program.
Lovely.
Yes, unlimited pampering sessions in the pamper parlour, pampering swims in the pamper pool, where trained aqua pamperers swim alongside me, feeding me truffles, and then afterwards pat me dry with a little baby duckling. And pampering meals of pamplemousse and pampas grass, all specially flown in from Pamplona. Well, I'm sorry, but frankly, I owe it to myself. After all, I am a very special person.
No, really, you're kidding me.
No, I am. Very special.
I'm a very special person too.
No.
And me?
No.
Yes. Next thing, I suppose you'll be telling us you're a special person as well.
Well, let me just put it like this. I'm so very special, in every special way. I'll get special hour and special hour each special day. And I know that's true because I've got it on a cup.
My name is Kat, and I run the penguin pool. And heaven knows as jobs go, I know mine is pretty cool. But I gather Joe from Meerkats has had a little moan, and I thought I might just pipe up with a comment of my own. If you think that penguin's poorly and you want an explanation, please read the bloody sign before you make your accusation. That penguin's not neglected, it is molting. That penguin's not neglected, it is molting. It's the way that he's made, he is perfectly fine. Which you'd know, by the way, had you looked at the sign. Free food and free accommodation, a constant stream of admiration. His standard of living is quite a lot better than mine. That penguin's not neglected, it is molting. That penguin's not neglected, it is molting. I promise you guys, we watch out for them here. He's on top of the world, you have nothing to fear. Let me give you one good reason. They molt just after mating season, so frankly he's happier now than he's been all year. No, that penguin's not neglected, it is molting. He can't help that halfway through he looks revolting.
Once upon a time, two rascally tailors tricked a mighty emperor into thinking they could spin cloth so finely it was invisible to fools. When he paraded naked before his people, a little boy called out,
"Ha ha, the emperor's got no clothes!"
And all the people
And I
realized...
can see his winky!
And all the people realized what a foolish emperor they had and laughed long and loud at him and his winky. But what happened after that? Well, the little boy grew up to believe that he alone could see through the follies and pretensions that befuddled ordinary people and made an excellent living as a columnist for The Spectator. But what became of the emperor?
Bow in the presence of His Imperial Majesty, the Emperor.
Can you see my winky?
Whose winky, as ever, is entirely concealed from view.
Hello, I'm the Emperor. Just so you know, I'm wearing a thong, then white fronts, with the Y sewn up, then briefs, then boxers, then long johns, then trousers, then a kilt, then a robe. And of course I'm in this box, so I see. My head poking out the top.
Yeah, most impressive.
So you definitely can't see my winky?
No.
God, I'm hot. What do you two want?
We are the famous inventing brothers, Alexander and Graham Bell, Your Highness. And we come to demonstrate our new invention. Alexander.
Thank you, Graham. Okay, picture the scene. You want to speak to someone, but they're not there. What do you do?
I go out on the balcony and shout.
Yeah, and that's a good workaround, but our invention revolutionizes the world of that. Observe this instrument. By speaking into it like so, you can be heard across many miles. Graham.
Thank you, Alex. And by holding it to the ear, you can hear the voice of the other person.
Oh, yes. And where are the tubes down which the sound travels?
Well, no such tubes exist, sire. The sound travels by means of waves through the air.
Waves, eh? And where are they, these waves? Let me see them.
They're invisible.
Ah, I knew it! Guards, see them!
What's going on?
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, sod off! I know all about you and your invisible waves. I adopt this system and announce it to the people, and then after a bit, a little boy shouts, "Ha ha, the Emperor has no waves," and everyone laughs at my winky.
What?
You heard. Now get out. If life has taught me anything, it's that unlikely sounding invisible things don't exist.
And so the emperor drove the inventors from his palace, but they soon got a start-up loan from a building society and the telephone swept the land. And so when the emperor came out onto his balcony for a yell with a friend, a little boy beheld him and cried out,
"Ha ha, the emperor's got no telephone!
Oh, bloody hell!
And I can see his winky!"
Now, the little boy on this occasion was lying about seeing the imperial winky, but even so, the emperor once again realized the error of his ways.
Right. So, unlikely sounding invisible things do exist now. Fine, I believe in them all.
Ah, then perhaps, Your Highness, you would like to hear about the mystic power of astrology.
Certainly I would.
And so...
Ha ha, the emperor has no basis for his belief system.
Right.
Sire, we have discovered the power of magnetism.
No, can't see it, don't believe in it.
And so...
Ha ha, the emperor has
stars, no compasses.
Fine! Sire, can I talk to you about Scientology?
Sounds good.
And so...
Ha-ha, the Emperor!
But on that occasion, the little boy's lawyers strongly advised him against finishing his taunt. And so it went on over the years until eventually the Emperor learned his last and most difficult lesson.
My lord, I am a doctor and I've discovered an invisible way to cure all ailments.
Very well. For I am an older and wiser emperor now. And if there's two things life has taught me, it's that sometimes unlikely sounding invisible things don't exist, and sometimes they do. And there's no easy way to tell them apart. So pop your new theory in a double-blind peer-reviewed trial and we'll talk in 6 months.
Oh, all right.
In the meantime, you're a doctor, you say?
Yes.
Could you have a look at my winky?
My name is Tom, and I'm the keeper of canoes. And frankly, when you come here, you can say just what you choose. You can say, oh, aren't they ugly? You can say, oh, aren't they big? You can point out that their horns look like a 1950s wig. Though, of course, it bores me rigid. I can stand the repetition. Be as boring as you like, at least on one condition. Don't press the button on the light blue bollard. Don't press the button on the light blue bollard. It's a 3-minute speech by a GNU named Joyce, played by an actress doing a humorous voice. First time, it's just a bit annoying. The millionth time, it's soul-destroying. You can walk away, but I don't have the choice. Don't press the button on the light blue bollard. Don't press the button on the light blue bollard. I know it by heart, and I hate that I do. Life isn't easy when you're a lady GNU. If I hear that chirpy higher one more time, I may set fire at least to the bollard and maybe to the actress too. So don't press the button on the light blue bollard, or it might be the night I decide to ignite Sue Pollard.
Well, since you asked me for a swashbuckling story of terror on the high seas, I believe I can oblige you. It all began when a distant uncle of mine died and left me a curious bequest. It was a scroll of parchment, and when I unrolled it, it was a map. It was also a map before I unrolled it. I didn't know that then. My uncle had been a mysterious, rugged old cove, and so it was no surprise to discover that the map was of a mysterious, rugged old cove. But what captivated my imagination was the title it bore. Treasure Island. Treasure Island. At last, somewhere to bury all of my treasure. You see, I was possessed at this period of my life with a great quantity of treasure. I was working at a top-secret British research station in the West Indies, dealing in the then primitive science of crossbreeding and genetics. Essentially, it was a tropical island containing a zoo and a telegraph office. Every so often, a cable would arrive from Whitehall bearing an official inquiry, such as, what do you get if you cross a sheep and a kangaroo? I would go to the zoo, place the two creatures named in our honeymoon quarters, and in due season telegraph back the answer. In this case, a hideous abomination against God and man, which, due to the quirks of hereditary, isn't wool-bearing and can't jump. But not all experiments ended so badly. And the result of one such was my dear pet Polly, my faithful croco pie. Of the difficulty attendant upon the conception of a cross between crocodile and magpie, you may readily conceive. And if you do readily conceive it, you are one up on Polly's mother. The procedure took many months and many, many magpies. But love will find a way, and eventually the combination of an unusually docile crocodile and a quite heroically determined magpie
brought about the happy arrival of my beloved pet, a delightful, feathery, scaly, bright-eyed, massive reptile bird, who ever and anon would delight me with her cries of,
Polly wants a bison!
The combination of her father's sharp eye for a glistening bauble and her mother's mighty crocodilian jaws made her an accomplished little thief and murderer. And barely a day would pass without her flying in through my bedroom window, open or not, with a diamond ring or sapphire anklet, often, regrettably, along with the attendant limb. And so it was that Polly accompanied me as we set off to the island's docks in search of a trustworthy ship's master and crew. The first fellow we saw was in a low tavern by the name of the Pirate's Rest, where he was having a rest. What is your name, honest fellow, quoth I?
They call me Captain Groat,
said he.
If they live long enough.
Well, look here, I said. I have a vast amount of treasure I want to take to an island and leave there. Will you come with me as captain of the Merry Mollusk? The good fellow said he would. And the next day he introduced me to his crew. We set sail at once, and I delighted the crew by showing them the jewel in my collection of jewels. A dazzling diamond the size of 2 pigeons' eggs, or half a goose egg, or an egg. The men were childishly delighted by it and passed it round eagerly amongst themselves, although, to my annoyance, one of them mislaid it almost immediately. That night, I was asleep in my cabin when Polly woke me with an unusual squawk.
Big hairy pirate! Big hairy pirate! Look out! Save yourself!
Honestly, I don't know where she picks up these expressions, I said to Blood Guzzler Bell, who was in the cabin as well, I noticed, with his cutlass.
Well,
he said, eyeing Polly warily.
I'll be off.
But what did you want?
Well, I just thought I'd bring you a bedtime cutlass.
Oh. How kind.
Oh, it's no trouble. I was having one myself. I just thought...
lovely. I'm sorry, forgive a landlubber. But what does one do with it?
Oh, well, it's just an old pirate tradition. When you're really happy and content about everything, to get a cutlass and give it a bit of a celebratory waggle about. But you're busy, so...
No, not at all. We must keep these old traditions of the sea alive, mustn't we? Hand it over. So, what, you just swish it about, do you? Like that? Oh, my dear chap, I'm so sorry. Well, of course, worse things happen at sea, and this was one of them. I'm bound to say Captain Groat took the loss of his first mate hard, as he did the next night when Cutthroat Jake was, presumably, cleaning my porthole from the outside, just as I happened to fling it open, casting him to the sharks. And so it was that when we finally reached Treasure Island, the captain and I were the only men aboard. Glumly we set off, me carrying all the treasure, and Captain Groat carrying all the weapons to keep me safe. Together, we dug a hole to bury it in, and then the captain turned to me, and with a strangely glittering eye, he said,
Well, me old marlin spike, you're on the lee shore now, me fine fellow. Too much he may have been for poor old Bill I, and for Cutthroat Jake too. Him has never hurt a fly in his life. Just loads and loads of people. But you ain't cut of a cloth to blindside Captain Groat, my boy. I'll gammon ye like a yard to a jib boom, and he may lay to that. Pray to him as made ye, for Captain Groat is about to send ye to your long home.
Well, this was excellent news. Truth to tell, I hadn't followed all of it, but the last bit was clear enough, and my long home was exactly where I wanted to be sent to. And if that was not enough to set me completely at my ease, Captain Groat now demonstrated how happy and content he was in the traditional pirate way by unsheathing his cutlass and giving it a bit of a celebratory waggle about.
Oh!
He added.
And doubt not I shall find a rare good home for this little beauty.
And so saying, he flipped up his eye patch. And if I had thought his first eye was strangely glittering, it was as nothing to this one, which was a diamond. My diamond. Suddenly, all was clear. The lovable old salt had found it whilst clearing up and had chosen this happy moment to surprise me with it. Hooray, said I, as Captain Groat raised his cutlass high above his head with joy. At this point, things took a turn for the worse. For as the diamonds twinkled in the sun, I heard from the treetops a familiar cry.
Polly wants to shine it! Polly wants to shine it!
And with that, before I could stop her, my faithful but slightly killy Croco Pie swooped down and, as was her wont, bit off the limb holding the jewel. In this case, the head. Well, there's little more of my sad story left to tell. There, on that desolate island, I buried that good man and loyal friend, Captain Groat, who had given his life to amuse me with the practical joke. As was the tradition of these simple sailor folk, I buried him with some of his most prized possessions. His telescope, his cutlass, and his head. Oh, and I buried his head with the diamond still in it, partly as a measure of my respect and partly because it was right in his eye socket. I mean, it was icky. Good night. John Finnemore's Souvenir program was written by and starred John Finnemore with Simon Kane, Carrie Quinlan and Lawry Lewin. The original music was by Susanna Pierce and the producer was Ed Morrish.
I can see your winking!
No, you can't!
Yeah, you can, John. You can, sorry.